think you did. What's funny about that is no one's gonna know the context behind that.
Oh yeah, because the last episode didn't record now. We just did a whole episode that didn't record.
It's good stuff.
Which is always fun. Maybe we'll revisit it. Maybe we won't.
If we do, we do. If not, oh well.
For now, we're not. So what we're gonna do today is sponsors. Pixel Popcorn Media Group, Unscripted Studios, and James Thomas Productions. Thank you. Thank you for your continued support and believing in us and our podcast.
Even if our technology doesn't.
Yeah, or if I imagined that I hit the button, because we were trying to record an episode of bullshit and I'm actually super baked. So I really believed I hit the button.
I thought you did.
Yeah, right. I thought and maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't.
Well,
we'll never know.
It's all right.
All of that content that was authentic and genuine is missing, and I can never
gone forever now.
The same reactions out of you again.
Nope.
I don't even know if I can remember the jokes.
I can't even remember the jokes, and I'm over here just like, all right.
Yeah, see? No, it's gone forever, guys. Sorry. But what we are going to do is we are going to talk about the Meg 2. And... Yeah, see?
It was so delightfully amazing, but so fucking stupid.
Yes. So that reaction, though, see, that is my point. And that, without saying
horrible
anything else, without saying anything about this movie or anything else, if you watched the last episode and saw us talk about the Ninja Turtles, this is exactly why the Meg is better. Because you are recounting it and you're laughing because
so dumb.
Yes, it's asinine.
It's
asinine. It's an action movie.
Yes,
with sharks.
Like I was saying to you, to me, watching this movie, it's Fast and Furious, but if there were sharks instead. That's all this is to me.
Yes,
because Fast and Furious is fucking stupid. They're ridiculous.
Yes.
They're over the top. That's exactly what this movie is.
And they're delightful.
Yeah, I never saw the first one. So, and going into this one completely blind, half the stuff I was just like, oh, fuck off, like rolling my eyes at, because it was just us in the theater, so I didn't feel bad. I legitimately was like, fuck off.
Yeah,
like,
no, it's that's why I love it, because
it was so
just
dumb,
so stupid. And you're like, but you know what? The action's not bad.
He's throwing spears at sharks. Like,
yeah, that's good stuff.
Like,
come on. If you want me to believe that like Tom Cruise swings like a spider monkey 7,000 feet up in the air on a rock cliff and catches it with his pinky while somebody's shooting a bazooka on him,
that's fair.
If I have to take that in stride, dude can throw a javelin with a bomb on it at a shark.
Yeah,
I'm okay with
it.
Like,
well, because the whole movie, you know, basically they're going down. I don't remember what it's called exactly, but basically like this magical sea layer that's somehow like, was it too cold or something? And they go through it.
Yeah, the thermo shield or whatever.
Yeah, but like the fact that like they can visibly see like all this fucking smoke, like it's like a legitimate like layer in the water. And I was like, okay, sure.
You're supposed to suspend your beliefs, and that's like an underwater atmospheric ring.
Sure. And then, you know, they're 25,000 feet below surface. Jason Statham goes swimming out in the water without any gear, which the way they explained it, I was like, I am not a scientist. This could be correct. However, I do feel like going into 25,000 pounds of pressure underwater or 25,000 feet underwater, that amount of pressure would kill you immediately.
I mean, the sheer temperature.
Absolutely. Yeah, if they're saying water, it's too cold to go down normally, yeah.
Like, you know, that to me, yeah, you have to like, but
there was one lady who's like her helmet cracks.
Yes.
At that point it would have immediately exploded.
Yes, but they waited.
They did. So it's dramatic.
Till they made it more dramatic to
but
make
I
her
will
head
say,
explode. But her head exploded?
Well, did it explode or implode?
I mean, they don't show you that.
Yeah, it just like collapses in. But either way, it was cool.
Yeah, you hear it, and then they're all distraught, and I'm like, oh, geez, that's intense.
But yeah, like that was ridiculous. I mean, fuck the one-liners where he's like, just like, hey, chum.
No, so at the end, the main kind of villain guy,
sure,
which is another thing. Like this guy is 25,000 feet underwater, and he like kicks the cap off the balloon, and it takes.
I forgot about that. Was so fucking dumb.
It like takes him back to the surface
immediately.
In like 2 minutes, like.
It took them like an hour and a half to get down with submarines and
Oh,
just a
yeah.
little balloon. He's like, okay, I'm up.
Yep. And I know, like from my my brother's a master certified diver. Like you have to depressurize as you come up, and you come up at a
Sure.
certain speed so that you don't
Explode.
get the bends or die.
Yeah.
Anyway, you forget about all that, but yeah. So at the end, he kicks this bad guy off the bridge, and he's like, "Later, chum."
Yeah. Well, and then it's so stupid. Like,
Yes.
I think we both agree though. The best scene in this movie is at one point, a bunch of megalodons come up from the water and they're attacking Fun Island.
Yep.
And at one point, it just shows you like a point of view shot from inside the shark's mouth as it's eating people.
Let's chomp, 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 chomp.
It's so fucking dumb, and
It's
we
like,
were
yeah.
dying laughing because it's so out of pocket, out of nowhere. You're just like, okay.
Yeah. So like, for me, it delivered. It
Was like I said, it was a delightful piece of shit.
Yeah,
like
like everything that I
wasn't
expected
expecting anything.
to get, I got.
I was not expecting anything at all.
Well, then I would say like I think you probably were. You got a treat.
Pleasantly surprised with this delightful piece of shit. Like
Jason Statham is Jason Statham.
Yeah.
The cast is kind of funny.
who was the
good.
guy? Was the character's name DJ or TJ?
Which one?
He was the
bald guy?
Yeah, who had like the backpack of everything. Where
Yeah.
like
I don't
he's got
remember
like
his.
pepper spray. He's got a taser, and all. He's got a 50 caliber Desert Eagle, and he's just like, oh yeah, I also made poison tip bullets. Like y'all thought I was crazy. It's like when you asked me to come back, I was like, not yet. And he learns how to fight. He learns how to make things. He was like, I'm coming prepared. He learned how to swim.
Yes, all the things.
Like-
And then there's that one point where, because there's these kind of, what do you call it when an animal can go on land or in water?
Is it amphibious?
I don't know. Well, anyways, those dinosaur-looking things that can swim in the water or walk
Yeah.
on land. One of them is like hunting him and this girl that's from the campaign down, and she's going through his bag looking for stuff and pulls out this whole row of condoms. She's like, for emergencies.
He's like different kind of emergency.
yeah, it's like,
It was his emergency backpack.
yeah. So there's stuff in there.
When he jumps in the air and he's like just firing blindly, and he finally hits one, and he's like, yeah.
But anyways, there's stuff in that movie for everybody.
There's also a Kraken,
There is a Kraken.
which is also so fucking dumb.
Yeah, I mean, at first it's cool because
At first you're like, oh, neat.
You assume that something like that would be way down in the depths of the ocean, and
For sure.
And then one of the campaign, when they have to go underwater and walk to this like substation they didn't know was there, I think he must like bump it or something because you just see the
Something.
eyeball open.
Yeah.
And then they realize that he's no longer with them, and all you see is his helmet come floating back to them.
Right.
So it's like the fucking Kraken attacked.
Yeah.
It's cool. We're going to see that later.
Right. And then when you do, it's somehow underneath like the dock area of Fun Island. And I was like, how fucking big is this thing? Because I would think massive.
The Kraken itself?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you kind of, the only perspective you really get in relation to its size is during the Kraken Megalodon fight, because they have established the size of the Megalodon in
Right.
context to other shit. So it's fucking huge.
Right, but,
I'm
like,
saying,
somehow-
like 175 feet.
Probably. But then somehow like it didn't, I don't know, maybe it was just the way it was shot, but it didn't seem like Fun Island was all that like far into the water. So it was like, how is this thing fitting underneath if like I could basically stand there and be just underneath the bar?
It's true.
But
There are certain things, and I don't also, you're mentioning that, but then I don't remember, because that bridge that gets destroyed at the end that they're running down, I
Right.
don't remember how far out into the
I don't
water
either.
that was, and if they really show you a depth there.
I said, I feel like they just kind of went back and forth all over the place of like,
Yeah.
well, this is now convenient. This is this. This is this.
Yeah.
Like,
I would just, for my suspended belief, I assume that right at the edge of the sandbar of Fun Island, it drops off, and it's like at least 40 feet deep.
sure.
But
But even still, I mean, at that
megalodon
point, the Kraken
and-
still would be popping out of the water.
Well, I mean 175 feet long.
Oh, okay. Like,
You know,
like tentacle to
from-
tentacle.
Yeah, from tentacle to
Okay.
tip of head.
Sure.
Like, that's how it kind of appeared to me, because when he was in, like, that jaws of the megalodon, his
Right.
head was still, like, sticking out on
Okay.
both sides in to a degree.
Sure.
And I think that, don't they tell you that the one megalodon is like 32 meters or something? I feel like they say something.
They
so it's
probably
like close
do,
to
but
100 feet big is what you're supposed to think.
But
But
dude,
anyway.
and then the fact that the one that they had captured, I'm assuming from the first one, like plans its own escape and follows them down.
Well, okay, but see that, yes, that's a little dumb, but it had to do with the mating.
Well, I know.
And so, like, the call of nature, I do believe that would be strong enough
Sure.
to draw instincts back out of a shark that was like.
But how far away
trained.
was it from all that other shit, though?
Well, if you look at the when they first escape, and then they got to go to where the water base is or the water science station is, it's not far.
No, okay.
Like when they show that first scene of the 3 megalodons coming,
Right.
There's like in the same frame you could see it. So,
That's true.
So maybe 2 nautical miles.
Also, another great scene when you just see all the giant fins popping up. It's like,
Oh yeah,
come on.
yeah.
Like,
The whole
the whole movie is so dumb. But like I said, it was fun.
Yeah.
It's fucking stupid.
sure. Like,
But, like-
you get some good Jason Statham fighting.
Yeah.
And you get his same attitude. Which, if you like him in anything, I think you just like him in anything. He's like
Yeah.
Liam Neeson for action.
Basically.
Sorry, Liam, that might be an insult to you.
All right.
I don't know. You're never gonna watch this anyway, but I don't know.
Right.
In case you do.
I'm trying to think though, like obviously they're very different movies and you can't really compare them, but like I kind of wish Turtles had more of like this goofy, dumb feeling to it than what they went for. Not to say that, their vision was bad. It just, for us, I think it missed.
Yeah. So I guess the thing is the Meg didn't pretend to be something it was not.
True.
And I feel like with the story of the Turtles that they were trying to push, like, I think they were trying to capture way too much of what kids think is funny
Yeah.
that is not necessarily universally translatable.
I was gonna say this actually kind of goes into what we had talked about.
Well, that's true. We did talk about,
but yeah, no, it's like just the quick joke, short attention span, all of that. Like, I mean, I would still say, I think you said it perfectly, that it's made for like the 7 to 12-year-old.
Yeah, I really truly believe that, which, obviously I won't relate to it, but I think that what's weird is, when Shrek came out, it was
Amazing.
it
still is.
amazing, but it was intended for kids.
Yeah. But adults also loved it.
They recognized that
Parents have
who
to take
will
their
be
kids.
here, who will be in this movie watching it,
Right.
and who will actually be like, see, I would be an advocate right away. If I had a kid, my kid's age when Shrek came out, I'd have been like, oh my God, I can't wait for every kid movie to come out ever now.
Yeah, because they're all going to be, they're going to be great. At least from DreamWorks, you're going to be like,
Yeah.
this is the standard
Like,
now.
If they're like this, man, I cannot wait. And so,
You're good.
FedEx.
No, I just had an itch. They've already come and gone.
Oh, cool. But yeah, so that's how I feel about the Meg. And I know there's going to be some haters, at least one out there.
Derek.
Because I do think this was better than the Turtles.
Again, they're so different, but I will say I was at least enjoying myself more in the Meg because of how profoundly fucking stupid it was.
Yeah.
Well, and we said too, if we're lucky, it'll get to like 9 sequels like Fast and Furious, and then they'll go to space.
Yeah.
The Meg
Yeah.
in space.
Yeah,
like,
dude, I can't possibly fathom how awesome that would be.
yeah. It's like Leprechaun 5 into Hood,
And
the Meg 6 in space.
Leprechaun goes to space too.
That is true.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You haven't done shit at all unless you take your franchise to fucking space.
Well, because there's the whole thing of like, we've explored more space than we have of the ocean, which is a true thing, which is cool, but also terrifying.
Well, there's just vastly more space.
Right, but also,
So, like, once you get
I feel
out
like it's a
there-
lot harder to explore the ocean because of pressure and all that.
Yeah.
But bring the two together, again, you get the depths of the ocean in
Dude.
space.
I'm seriously, if I would love it.
It would be amazing. Dude, okay.
If I need to somehow self-fund part 3 through 8 to get them to space, I'm in.
Well, you're going to make your money back.
I'm in. Yeah, I'm in. All
But
day.
like,
call me.
well, because we were talking about it too. One of my favorite things about the movie is just the fact that they made sharks look doofy.
Yeah.
Because that's what sharks look like. They have
Yeah.
a big dumb face and they're like,
Yeah, it's just a shark. It's
Yeah.
it's a big mouth breather of the ocean.
exactly.
Like-
But now all I imagine is that
with
like a giant fishbowl on its fucking head.
Yes.
So, yeah.
It's like Keira Knightley in space. I don't think she's closed her mouth since 1982. Sorry, Keira. Sorry. Yeah, so,
It's like the number one. You were just like, her, for sure.
It's just the first target. Bam.
Could have picked anyone else. You were just, fuck your Knightley. Bah.
Sorry. So sorry.
But no, like, I mean, for what it was, the movie is stupid. Legitimately, I would watch it again. Maybe not right away, but I would see it again.
I already saw it again.
Did you take your kids?
I took only PJ because my daughter had a birthday party on Saturday. I dropped her off to, and I was like, "Let's go see the Meg, man."
Yeah. Did he like it?
He loved it.
There we go.
And I was still like, it was easier for me to watch the second time
Because you know it's gonna be stupid.
Here we go. Because like, there's delicious parts that are like they're so bad. You're like, I can't wait to see that.
The whole movie, start to finish, is one of those.
It is.
Like,
it really is. Even with the opening credits scene that. Like,
oh my god! Yeah, it's like 65 million years ago.
Yeah, it's just like Chain of Predators starting with the dragonfly. You're like, okay, cool.
Yeah, it's like the dragonfly, the
lizard,
potentially amphibious like lizard thing, a T-Rex, and then the Meg. Which the fact that the Meg even swam up to shore, I was like, come on.
No, that started out great.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
Which I was gonna say, that opening scene, literally just to introduce those like other creatures.
It is, yeah. That was
like,
the only purpose.
It serves no other purpose.
It really doesn't. Yeah, you just needed to know those things were there so that they could still be there.
Right. But they haven't evolved at all.
Nope.
Like
Zero.
After 65 million years, they look exactly the same. They act the same. Cool.
Zero evolution took place. But yeah, so that's the Meg 2. I personally, if you're looking for an action movie
Yeah.
and some sharks, I think it's fucking worth it.
Again, if you want Fast and Furious with sharks, solid.
Yeah.
Again, it's stupid. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But it's fucking funny because of how stupid it is.
Yeah, you're not meant to go take it serious.
No.
You
If
know,
you do, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah. I think that's why, I think for Turtles, you were supposed to be meant to take it serious a little bit.
Well, like, I mean, it's Turtles. Like, I know it's still a comic book thing, and it's for children at the end of the day, but I was still thinking, like, oh, they're going to do it justice. And I just didn't feel that way.
I just solved the puzzle. I think they unshreked it. I think they took the humor so much more sophomoric for younger people, and then they tried to add in some kind of message for older people.
What was that message?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Superfly.
Super, yeah, family. See, they were trying to tap into
To the Fast and Furious family.
Furious,
Yeah.
and
No, because at the end, it's like, we got our own found family.
You're like, yeah,
Like,
cool.
I mean, shit. They didn't say grace before dinner. They ain't part of the Torettos. It's Fast and Furious.
Oh,
Yeah, like
I didn't.
I tried,
Oh, I forgot about that picnic scene in like Fast Five or whatever.
and all of them.
I don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet. See, I black out parts of movies like that though. It's like, yeah,
Because it's stupid.
yeah. It's like, oh yeah, family. True.
But
We did see Lost Voyage of Demeter a second time though.
even cooler too, because we
Yeah.
picked up on certain things that we missed the first time, like that they came from Bulgaria.
Yep.
The fact that the soil that they're shipping is because vampires need their own native soil to sleep.
Yep. There were a couple of like historical accuracies.
Yep.
That we were able to see, like they took care of.
And I don't remember if we had talked about it last time, but I think one of my favorite things about this movie is the fact that both of us were afterwards were like, I want to know more about like Dracula or vampires and just
Yeah.
like the occult in general. And we went to Barnes and Noble and bought some books.
Yeah, because
Like-
I was more curious about that lore afterwards. Because like I said before, I really always thought vampires were kind of
Dumb.
Yeah, they're douche canoe of the horror world.
Yep. But
Like-
now it's like, oh, they could be terrifying.
And,
Okay.
And I've also, since that, curiosity was piqued, I have gone back and watched 2 more vampire movies, and I thought they sucked.
Well, it was Interview with a Vampire and you watched Dracula Untold.
Dracula Untold, which
That's a blockbuster Dracula movie.
Yeah.
It's fucking terrible.
yeah, big budget Dracula, and if you're gonna do that, you're competing with Underworld, which has Kate Beckinsale on its side,
That's all I
and
need.
you have no chance at all.
Yeah.
Unless you come with that energy, you have no chance at all.
Yeah.
And then Interview with a Vampire. Holy shit! How did people think that was good?
Sure.
I mean, I literally wanted to staple my eyes shut.
So you wanted Eyes Wide Shut,
Yeah.
which is also Tom Cruise.
Yes. In the very yeah.
Yeah.
That's a different ball of wax.
It's a very different movie.
But yeah, so anyway, Demeter still rocked.
Yep.
Was easier to watch the second time. And
You had the unfortunate circumstance because you were dealing with some stuff outside of the fact.
Oh,
you got
yeah.
a phone call and had to go take it, and you missed the one scene that you wanted to see again.
yeah, so like it's not common that you see a kid like get murdered in a
No,
movie.
it's like the cardinal rule of no kids, no dogs.
And so like and that scene is so intense like
Yeah.
when it all goes down and
Yeah.
and I was tracking down a box that was shipped to New York, and the lady from the Knickerbocker post office location called me back during like right at that scene.
Also, 2 hours after they closed.
Which was great. I'll give a lot of credit to that postal that worker in that location. They went the extra mile distance, whatever for me.
Yeah.
And so I was thankful for that. But yeah, I did miss the one scene that I was like,
Yeah, like you came back, you're like, did the kid already die? And I was like, yeah. And you're just, fuck.
yeah. But hey, it's not because I wanted to see the kid die. It's just that was an intense moment.
It is a cool scene.
That was like when you kind of go, because at the end of it, they present as though it's going to be a sequel.
But yeah, you're like, that's how you know nobody is safe.
Yeah, that scene showed you how absolutely savage he is.
Yes.
And he's not, like, he's unrelenting. He doesn't care. He just wants meat.
Yep.
You're just meat to him. So, with that being said, Little Meg 2, I'll take the hate from you over there, buddy. I don't care. It's better than Ninja Turtles. I'll say that to take it to the grave. So,
Yeah.
peace.
Bye.